welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Josh, and just to start off, I'd just like to say thank you for your inquiry on this 2016 VF Series 2 SV6. Now, it is a beautiful color in that green. As you can see, it matches the ground nice and well there. And being the Series 2, you do get these nice air vents on the side here that just cool your rims and brakes. You've got the DRLs built in there with the color-coded parking sensors throughout the bumper as well. Now, these nice angled headlights that Holden's used in their VFs do look incredible. They do look stunning with the projector headlights, and when you unlock your car at night, they are automatic, so they do turn on. And I will show you this quickly. You get 2 factory keys with the car as well, so that's going to save you a lot of money. And something I love about the VFs is its remote start. So while the car's on it, if you press the lock button and then hold that button there, it does start the car up. So that's a really handy feature to have, especially if you're walking towards your car and you just want to warm it up before you get into it and drive away. And pressing that button again does actually turn the engine off. Now, that nice split system black grille there with the chrome badging looks stunning in the front of this car, and in that green it does contrast really nicely as well. And there's not actually any there are a couple minor stone chips, but being a 2016 model, you're going to expect a couple of minor chips here and there. Now, the paintwork on this car is actually in phenomenal condition. Even if I'm being picky, there is one minor dent there, but if I'm being picky, there is actually nothing else I can point out on this side of the car. The wheel itself, I love that 5-spoke chrome and black alloy wheel that Holden's used in these SV6s. They are nice and easy to clean, being the 5 spokes, nice and easy to take on and off for servicing, and the rim itself is actually in fantastic condition. And you get plenty of ventilation there on your brakes as well, being nice and wide. Now, you do get this grille built into the side of the fender here. It is not a functional vent, it just looks really cool with the side of the car. And you get that indicator built into it as well. Now, you get black side mirrors, just once again for the contrast, just for the dramatic effect, just to look a little nicer. And there are nice sharp side mirrors in these vehicles as well. The color matched door handles with the silver button on it to lock and unlock the car, so it is keyless entry and ignition, being the Series 2, so you never actually have to take your keys out of your pocket at all. Now, being the Black Series, you do get the Black Edition badging on there as well, just to remind you that it is a Black Series. And something I will point out, these are actually Black Series rims, which I didn't point out on the first wheel. But yeah, the Black Series got that nice black interior of those 5-spoke rims as well. And the wheels and tires are actually in fantastic condition all the way through the car. Fuel filler cap is on the right hand side there. It's pretty standard on across the Holden range. And once again, the back end of this car is my favorite part of this vehicle. It just looks angry, it looks so tough. You get those nice sharp angled headlights, that black boot loop spoiler there being the Black Edition. And if I just pop the boot open like that with the key, Holdens have phenomenal boot space. So in a sedan this size, you get heaps of boot space, plenty of storage space for cargo if you want to put a subwoofer in there or something. You've got plenty of space to do so. Now, lifting this up, you do get a full-size spare in there as well. The spare does have a little bit of gashing on it, but that's why it's not on the outside of the car. Closing this back up, there is a tow pack fitted to this car, so if you do want to hitch a tow bar in there and tow something, you can do so very easy as well. Now, this side of the vehicle, once again, just like the other side, phenomenal condition on the paintwork. Presents really, really well. And guys, that last wheel, sorry, not the last wheel, the third wheel, just like the other two, phenomenal condition, really good tread on that tire as well. Making our way down this car, you can see the paintwork does present really well considering its age. And last and final wheel, just like the other 3, I wouldn't expect nothing less, is in really good condition with plenty of tread left in the tire too. What we'll do now is open up the bonnet and have a look at the engine. Look at the V6 that powers this vehicle now. It is a 3.6 litre V6 at a 6-speed automatic gearbox. Now the power output of this V6 is an impressive 210 kilowatts with 350 newton meters of torque. It runs on 91 fuel, and it's got a 71 litre fuel tank. The combined fuel consumption is 9 litres per 100, and its average fuel distance is actually very impressive if you drive the car right. So depending on how you drive, you could see an average fuel distance of about 789 kilometers for a full tank. Here we are inside this SV6. Now, starting off in the driver's side door, we do get that nice carbon fiber look trimming throughout the whole vehicle. It is in the stitching on this side of on the door panels, and behind a covered plastic throughout the rest of the car as well. So just adds to the interior of the vehicle, makes it look nice and sporty. And being the black series, you do get that red stitching throughout the car as well. Now on the driver's side door here, we do have that nice piano black design as well. So Holden's gone all out with their interior design in these models. They've included many different looks even on their door cards, just to keep the interior interesting, get away from that whole monotone look that a lot of manufacturers go for. Now all the power windows are automatic down, however you do need to, the front two are automatic down and up, but the back two you do have to hold them to go back up. Just above that, we've got all our power mirror controls, and on the door here we have our door lock and unlock button. It does have automatic headlights, so if you leave it in auto, the car will decide when it needs its headlights. You've got a dimmer for the cluster, and being the Series 2, you actually get a heads-up display, which you will not be able to see in the camera, but it is just a little projection inside the dash that just projects onto the windshield, so you never actually have to take your eyes off the road in order to see your speedometer, things like your outside temperature, your revs, distance, and various other information. So you never actually have to look down at the cluster, although it is a very nice cluster to look at. It looks nice and sporty with the red needles and the white numbers, and you can actually switch through what you see in the center display there with the buttons on the right hand stalk here. Now on the right hand side of this nice steering wheel, we get all our media settings and the source control for the radio, and the volume settings as well, and on the left hand side all our cruise control and speed limiter settings. Now the steering wheel itself is a nice leather wrap steering wheel. It's nice and comfortable to hold in pretty much any position you feel comfortable with. On the left hand side we've got all our washers and wipers, and then if we move into the center screen, I'll just show you quickly the reverse camera. You can see the tow bar right there as well down the bottom, so if you're backing up onto a trailer, you can do so very easily, and you've got rear parking sensors to help you as well. In terms of media options, you've got AM, FM radios, USB and Bluetooth, so plenty of options there as well for your media. It does have navigation, so just pressing the nav button, you can use the inbuilt sat nav for that as well. And then just below here we have dual zone climate control, so the passenger can actually have a separate temperature to what the driver has. And below that again, a 12-volt socket, a little bit of storage if you want to keep your phone or something while you're driving, and this nice sporty shifter here. It does feel nice and easy to use, but if you put it into drive, push it to the left, you can switch through gears manually. So up is downshift, and pull it towards you is upshift. Putting it back into park here, it does have that nice carbon fiber trimming as I mentioned before around there, and being keyless ignition, there is a little bit of storage here, which if you want to put your key in, you can do so. Then you've got traction control, the park assist button. Now this model doesn't actually have park assist, but across all the VFs they do still have that button. Then you've got the button to turn your parking sensors on and off, and an electronic handbrake, so up for on and down for off. A nice chrome surrounded cup holder with nice grippy grommets in there, and that center console there actually has a 12-volt socket in it as well, a USB port, and a little slot there to put your key in if the key battery dies. Now it does also have these two slots here to run cables through if you do have cables in there, just to prevent them getting squashed. Now as the camera pans around the interior, you will see the incredible condition this car is in. Being the Black Series, you do get that red and black suede and leather stitching, and trim, and it does just look nice and sporty, nice and clean, and the previous owner has looked after the car really well. Alright, we're just going to take a quick look at the service history, because this car has actually had consistent servicing all the way through its life, or usually at Smith of Geelong, and then the last service being done at Berwick Mitsubishi. So that was an intermediate service where we did an oil change, filter, and topped up all fluids. So you know the car. Alright guys, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch the walk around video on this stunning green SV6. As you can see, the car is in phenomenal condition. It's a really clean car for its age, and it does also qualify for a premium mechanical protection plan with us. Now what that is it covers you for 5 years or 200,000 Ks on the clock on 181 electrical and mechanical components of the vehicle. It is fantastic value, and you also get 10 years of platinum roadside assist with that as well, so the highest level of cover available. And if you are using our in-house finance, Mario and Julie can tailor a package for you to work that into your finance repayments really nicely as well. So ask us about that. And just before you go, just to assure you that you are buying a good quality vehicle from the right people, have a look at our Google reviews. 4.8 stars with over 800 reviews from customers Australia-wide. If that's not assurance that you're dealing with the right people, I don't know what is. We like to make the process nice and easy here at Berwick Mitsubishi. So once again, give us a call on 9907 0555. My name is Josh, and have a great day.